Hey everyone, what is up? You are watching Super Nintendo Collection Quest, the monthly video where I go over my recent Super Nintendo game pickups, do a quick review, see if it's a game I might like to come back to, and you have a chance to win a free game for the system of your choice.
As a kid, I loved my NES, but when I got my Super Nintendo, that was it. Great graphics, sound, and gameplay, I was hooked. Some of my fondest gaming memories are from playing some of the greatest RPG, adventure, action platform, and multiplayer games on the SNES. It is my goal to own every North American Super Nintendo game released. So, follow me on my quest to Super Nintendo completion.
Alright, so you may have noticed this video is a little bit late this month. It's because for the past few weeks I've been really busy. I had an unexpected job. Basically, I'm helping out with construction of a house that some of my friends are moving into, and it's been keeping me really busy. It's like cutting into all my free time. Finally took a day off, and we still have more work to do. Hopefully that won't take too much longer. I'm hoping it'll be all done in like another week or two maybe. But yeah, it's been keeping me really busy, and that's why this video is a little bit later than it typically would be. Alright, so let's get into the games. This month I picked up number 626 in my collection, Brutal Paws of Fury. Brutal Paws of Fury is a fighting game featuring anthropomorphic animals. One interesting thing about this game is the ability to create a profile. You'll enter your name, and from there it'll keep track of your wins, losses, and progression. As you progress through the game, it'll teach you new moves for your character, and it will increase the difficulty of the fighters by assigning you a belt level. White belt being the easiest, and First Dan being the most difficult. There is a password system for resuming your progress. However, it is worth noting that the password only saves your name, belt difficulty level, wins, losses, and moves learned. It will not bring you back to the fighter you left off on. So you'll be starting from the first fight at your current belt difficulty level, which I kind of like because then you can keep using your same profile to rack up more wins. The controls are not very tight, and the game doesn't seem to be balanced too well. I found that spamming my fire punch over and over got me through to the end of the game quite easily, even at maximum difficulty. So I don't think I could really get into this game for these reasons, but there were some interesting, albeit poorly executed, ideas used in this fighting game. Foxy Roxy getting the furries all stirred up. Number 627, Out to Lunch. Out to Lunch is a pretty fun little puzzle platformer. You'll play as Pierre le Chef, and your goal is to capture a set number of ingredients that have escaped. To do this, you'll first need to collect the net. Now you can begin capturing the ingredients. When you get near them, they will try to run away. You can either jump on top of them, throw flour bags or hot sauce to stun them, then capture them in your net. Return to the cage to drop off your ingredients. Once you have enough, the exit level door will appear. There are a lot of other little collectibles that can help you out, such as these spiked boots, which will keep you from sliding on the ice. I hate that stupid ice. As you progress, there will be enemies after you, like bacteria and the evil Chef Lenore, who is jealous of your success. There are 6 different countries you'll visit. Each country contains 8 levels for a total of 48 levels. I really enjoyed this game. I just think it should have had a password system to resume progress. It really sucks starting over from the beginning every time you put the game on, and it kind of makes me not want to go back and play it for this one reason alone. Number 628, Syndicate. Syndicate is a cyberpunk real-time tactical game where you control a team of 1 to 4 cyborg agents taking over territories. You'll earn funds by taxing your territories, and with that you can research better cyborg upgrades or buy weapons and other tech. This game has a pretty interesting backstory which is told in the manual rather than during the game. Basically, megacorporations have grown so big they are taking over regions of land and acting as the government for those regions. One of the megacorporations invented a chip that is implanted in a person's neck to change the perception of the dreary world around them and allow them to live happier lives. Soon everyone was using the chip. However, these chips make the user open to suggestion, allowing the corrupt megacorporations to manipulate the people. There's a glitchy level early in the game that can be impossible to clear if certain conditions are met, and the AI can be pretty stupid sometimes. If you're controlling more than one agent, you'll need to watch out so they don't get stuck behind any obstacles. Another downside is not being able to see inside the buildings you're in. You'll have to look at your radar to determine where people and walls are inside buildings, or you'll easily get stuck. The game features a password system to resume your mission progress. Unfortunately, character profiles and many other things won't be saved. It's a shame. This game could have really benefited from a save battery. That being said, it's still worth playing, and one of my favorite features is that the game supports up to 4 players co-op using the multi-tap. If you can round up enough players to do this, I highly recommend it over letting the computer AI control your agents. Number 629, Street Sports Jam It. Street Sports Jam It is a one-on-one street basketball game that was released on many platforms. Unfortunately, it looks like the Super Nintendo version was just a port of the Genesis version, leaving the graphics and sound to be severely under par. This game uses digitized graphics for the character sprites, giving it a more of a realistic look. There's also digitized speech featuring lots of 90s family-friendly trash talk. This game has many different game modes to play through. You can play 2-player or 1-player, and there's a betting system that allows you to play hard and win big. It kind of seems like this type of game was probably much better during its time, and unfortunately just didn't age very well.
Don't get cocky.
Number 630, The Ren and Stimpy Show Time Warp. Oh man, Ren and Stimpy, what a twisted cartoon that was. Anyway, Ren and Stimpy Time Warp is a fun and quirky platformer that you can play solo or 2-player co-op. In the beginning, Ren and Stimpy collect Gritty Kitty proof of purchases to exchange for a time machine. Unfortunately, there's a glitch right in the first level. It claims you need to collect 47 proof of purchases, but actually seems you need to collect 67, otherwise it is game over. There are also a few mini games to discover, like a Space Invaders clone and asteroids. Your health bar is displayed as color bricks near the bottom of the screen. When those run out, you'll lose a life. Lose all your lives, and you can continue up to 3 times. You'll need to watch what you're picking up because there are actually several things that will harm you, like spoiled food and the Happy Helmet. My first time playing, I was just kind of collecting everything because that's what I thought you were supposed to do. On my second play, I figured out what everything does, but I still didn't end up with enough proof of purchases to complete the level. Overall, I thought the play control felt right, and I'm definitely going to come back and try to get further in this game. And finally, number 631, Battletoads and Battlemaniacs. Battletoads and Battlemaniacs is both a satisfying and frustrating beat-em-up. You can play single player or with a friend. For 2-player mode, you'll have the option of enabling player damage, unlike the original Battletoads, which just had player damage enabled. So while that is an improvement, there are some annoyances that are continued into this game. For instance, when one player loses all their lives, it sets both players back to the last checkpoint. You do have continues, but those are limited. The character sprites are huge and have great animation with cartoon-like expressions and animations. The sound effects are great too, making every pounding hit feel very satisfying. Boss battles are great, and there's plenty of action and variety of levels. And hey, the Turbo Tunnel even makes an appearance. Battletoads and Battlemaniacs is a lot of fun to play. Certainly leaps and bounds better than the other Battletoads game on the Super Nintendo, which was Battletoads and Double Dragon. Alright, so that is it for this month. I picked up 6 new games to add to my Super Nintendo collection. I'm now up to 631 games and have about 90 more to go for the complete North American collection. I was pleasantly surprised by some of these games this month. Syndicate, I pretty much already knew it looked like a game I would like, kind of like Shadowrun in a way. Aside from the little glitches, it's a pretty good game, and I would prefer if they had like a save battery. Ren and Stimpy Time Warp, I was pretty surprised by this one too. I didn't realize it was going to be, I didn't realize it was going to play as well as it did. So I'm curious to check out the other Ren and Stimpy games now. And then Battletoads and Battlemaniacs. Battletoads and Battlemaniacs, I guess I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. And that's mainly because I started with playing Battletoads and Double Dragon on the Super Nintendo. And that just was not good. That was very glitchy. In fact, I got stuck in the first level when I was playing 2 players with my friend. And we're just stuck. It wouldn't advance, and so I don't know. Very glitchy game, and the sprites are really small. It just wasn't very satisfying. This has got nice big sprites and plays really well. All right, so let's just get on to the game giveaway. This month's winner for the random free game for the system of your choice is Video Game Lover 58. Congratulations, send me a private message. Let me know which system you would like the random free game for, and let me know which address you'd like it sent out to, and I'll get that out to you right away. Now, if you want to enter next month's game giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed, like this video, and leave a comment down below, and I will pick a winner from the comment section below in next month's video. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.